everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, Dukect, here, live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me here live, because that is what I do here on TalkShoe.com. No, not in English, but I don't really want to pretend to be him anytime soon. But anyway, how y'all doing this interesting evening, this good evening, this evening of a cold winter? This could be a winter bomb over here in the East Coast that could destroy us all. Not really, but at this point, I don't even know what's going on anymore. It's going to kill us all. Maybe it's not. It's going to be snowing. Maybe it's not. Who knows? It's going to be a huge nor'easter coming around our way here. So it could be something good here. So people, be safe. Be safe and make sure everything is going to be okay. Because, make sure your stuff, you got phone chargers and everything else around. So be safe and be aware and be wise. I know despite that for someone else, but yeah, he hasn't done YouTube videos in a while. Well, hopefully Lord Hawkeye won't be too mad. But anyway, all right, now let's get some stuff out of the way here. First off, my Discord channel. Yes, I have a Discord channel. I will be putting it up in the link in the description. Yes, link will be in the description of this video. If you want to join the Discord channel, where I will be talking, and you can have conversation with me majority of the time. So we have a Discord. So yeah, we're going to have some fun and we can talk. You can talk with people, fans of the show. You can talk to me and everything else. So yeah, I set up this Discord channel so we can have good conversations, good times, good memories. And we will continue and talk with a lot of people here and everything else. Link will be in the description as well. So you can sit back and join Discord. And don't worry, I will put it on a YouTube page so you can click there and we can have a little bit of fun and all that good stuff. So, let's talk about Brock Lesnar. Oh joy, oh joy. Brock Lesnar. Well, let's see. Okay. Let's look at this right here. What was supposed to happen? Some people from Pro Wrestling Observer and everything else, if this is supposedly that PW Insider is reporting, it says, quote, last night, Monday Night War was supposed to have Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman going face to face with the challenger Roman Reigns. And yeah, we're doing this again. And this time, it didn't take place. There was going to be a huge back and forth promo. And then you have Lesnar calling Reigns a bitch because, hey, that's the one word in a PG that's okay now because, we have to say something like that. Just like a good go-to shock word for WWE. That's fine, but I'm like, well, they're trying to be edgy. That fake edgelord stuff. They're trying so hard to be edgy. Edgy, extreme, but not being. You don't need, if you're good, you don't need to try to be edgy. You just are. You're just there. I mean, Lucha Underground doesn't need to do all this type of stuff. They just are. They just go out and say, here we are. This is what we are. Basically, pro wrestling meets Mortal Kombat. That's what it is. WWE should not try to do this stuff. You tapped into that years ago. And if you want to be edgy now, show with your actions, not by having pointless matches and everything. Pointless matches involved. Do something shocking and something shocking and something crazy. instead of just doing the same thing over and over again. But that's just, my personal thing. But yeah, Roman Reigns was, instead of all that back and forth stuff, and probably having maybe Braun Strowman there to break up the festivities, you have Roman Reigns alone, with the crowd hating on him, standing there, looking like a big goofer, a big doofus, a big old doofus. And then he had a pretty good promo. But again, this tread old ground of Lesnar not being there. But there was passion there. I got to give Roman Reigns that. He had passion. He had that type of passion. He had some energy to him. And if he had more of that, I think people would be more behind Roman Reigns. I mean, someone like that, you need to have that, oh my gosh, that type of raw energy. I wish he could do that more often. But yeah, it looks like it supposedly was, they were hyping up Brock Lesnar, but then he didn't show up. There was no sign of Lesnar. Heyman, best announced yesterday, and Anaheim, Lesnar is known to stay to himself in the private dressing area. So exactly, no one was there. But yet they were not there. They were like, but yet no one. They WWE hyped this up, but then no one. They thought they were gonna come late, but no, they didn't show up at all. And then the night before Raw, UFC Dana White, the big head honcho of Dana White, posted a photo of himself and Lesnar, saying that they were there at Elimination Chamber. Was chilling with him, and he's like, maybe there's been mending fences to the UFC again. If that's the case, oh yes, that's gonna be real fun if he goes back to UFC. And I guarantee the UFC faithful, for all of their bitching and complaining, will probably welcome him back with open arms. Because UFC needs a big, they need a heavyweight right now, and for better or worse, Lesnar is that dude for him. So if he wants to go back to UFC and that was his over with, fine. If he's using this for leverage with WWE, I'm not even mad at Lesnar if it worked. It worked before. It works before because it worked before, and I'm not even mad at Lesnar because who enables it? Vince McMahon, and not only signing him, but also not putting efforts to build up his own roster. Not only building up his roster and everything else. WWE did not build up their own roster. They had to depend on Lesnar. They gave him the streak. The ratings didn't do anything. They gave him John Cena on a planet. The ratings didn't do anything. At the end of the day, you have Roman Reigns, but he's not going to do much. I like Roman. I do. I think he's a good dude. I think he can he can have a pillar there. But I think at this point, have Roman Reigns beat Lesnar. And I just hate the fact that they're going to use this whole work shoot nonsense. It's stupid. It's idiotic. I wish they could do something more. I do. I wish WWE should do something more. What's the word? Just be more, more creative to it. Be more creative. Be more actual saying, you know what? We're going to do something creative and interesting and everything else. Instead, we're just going to be just doing the same dang on thing over and over again. And even worse about this stuff is Roman Reigns being a part of the whole steroids situation. Yes. It looks like supposedly there's a steroid allegations from it looks like there's going to be might be some, because there's a person who there was this whole story of investigation and such like that, and there's this person who just sold him the drugs. Not only sold him, but there's other people around him. There's other people around this type of there was like politicians, celebrities and that, which I find funny. Politicians, this dude, I gotta find this guy's name, cause I gotta see where is it? Okay, cause again, I want to make sure I don't want to talk some. I want to make sure I am correct. Let's see. We'll make sure. Right here, WrestlingRumors.net, supposedly. Let's see. Steroid dealer Richard Rodriguez claims that he sold steroids to Roman Reigns. And during this time, this was like the stuff around 2016. This looked like this stuff was around 2016. Maybe that was the part of the stories. Because if that's the case, that's not much of something. That's not much. But if it comes out that he lied, saying he had no affiliation to this person, and then it came out he did, that's gonna be a really black eye. If Roman Reigns, if the Richard Rodriguez connection is made, but regardless of if it was now or then, you're gonna have basically a person who's got took steroids from a drug dealer, main eventing your show at WrestleMania, and that's not a good look for a family-friendly company. I mean, that's not a good look, and this stuff right here could be. There's a video here in the link in the description about that. Is that it looks like there's going to be something about this stuff, and it looks like there might be even more stuff if this is all true. It looks like it will be a huge, and I do mean huge, something big for the WrestleMania. Because again, if this thing blows up, it looks like it will be something for WrestleMania. This could be really hard to really shake off. If this is the case, it blows up again. Because again, it says that I think Meltzer said this, and Dave Meltzer has his issues, but he somewhat right about this. He says it looks like saying all this could be from 2016, before June 2016. This means all before his suspension. So this could say, okay, he took steroids, he sold steroids to him while he was suspended. But he already paid for his crime. Not while he was, but before he was suspended. So he got his drugs and steroids before he got suspended. And if that's the case, then okay, fine. He already served his time. But the problem is, he would say Roman Reigns said, "I never met this guy," but boom, that's not the case. We got papers that say you did. You're lying, and that's not good. And if that's the case, that's going to be a really bad mark. And this could be something right out of WrestleMania 20, where you had Goldberg and Brock Lesnar completely crapped the bed and just had a huge egg, and the crowd just completely crapped on them and such. That sort of thing. We could have this, if this comes out anytime soon, you're going to have this stuff right now. I don't know what you do. I do not know what you're going to do in this situation if you are if the WWE comes out. Do you put Brock Lesnar and sign to a main deal, have Roman Reigns lose? Or do you put Braun Strowman in and just say, you know what, has Strowman pin Lesnar and just go with him? And I don't know what you do with Roman Reigns after that, because if he loses this, I don't know what you do with him. You say, oh, turn him heel, then what? I mean, I don't know what else. You put him on SmackDown? I don't know what you do with Roman after this. I have no idea, because once you put him, after all this situation, and links will be in the description, by the way. I want to make sure my sources are here and everything else, but I don't think he's going to be banished from mid-card hell. He's already served his time. He already apologized to the locker room. If Roman Reigns did this stuff, but if he is continuing taking stuff, then he's dumb, and then he will be sent to Metcalf out. Here, it looks like he already paid for the crowd, but it looks like he lied about knowing the dude. So I think he might have to take an L at WrestleMania. I think he still will main event WrestleMania, but I think he'll take an L in the fact that he might be pushed into a triple threat match if have him not pick the pin, just be outside, and just put him in, not just make up, but keep him in the main event around, because I think you might go with Strowman and such, if this thing does blow up. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think if this thing blows up, which I know it will, I just got to make sure to get all the stuff here lined up with ducks in a row. But yeah, this stuff, this stuff right here with Roman Reigns, you got Brock Lesnar, all this stuff mixing around WrestleMania. The road to WrestleMania looks to be very interesting. So who knows what's going to happen during this time period. This WrestleMania will be interesting to say the least. If things go according to plan, if Lesnar does his stuff and leaves, who's going to fill up that spot? I don't know. But yeah. And Roman Reigns is just toxic right now. And if this story does get picked up and it does get bigger and bigger, he's going to be even more toxic. And I don't know what you do with him at this point. If this thing blows up, not just in the small internet way, but actually blows up in a major way, I would not be surprised. WWE might just put him out from the side or something. Or I don't know at this point. I don't know what you do at this point. Because, hey, when you're a public-funded company and you market yourself to not only family, but kids. Kids watch your stuff. And this is an entertainment thing for kids. If their star performer is taking steroids or caught in any type of scandal, you're not going to put them in the main event anytime soon. Hell, I think Roman Reigns has been losing majority of the time. Maybe they still want to get that stuff out. Like, we don't want him to be given that chance to run the ball because of that stuff. So maybe this was like, okay, fresh slate. We can finally give a main event run for Roman Reigns. But then you had the steroid stuff. You had this steroids stuff that hindered it, and now it looked like the ghost of old past. The ghost of steroid past might come up again, and we might be stuck in the same situation next year. Who knows? And maybe the Roman Reigns experiment might end, but I have no idea what's going to happen. The road to WrestleMania is going to be very interesting, like I said. But, that's just my personal opinion. I want to hear your thoughts, too, about this, because this stuff right here is something that we'll be concerned about for the WWE for many, many months to come, if not years. If they know they need to know some tact here. If they're smart, they put some okay, we're going to make sure everything's all right here. All right. We're going to take but again, WWE and tact that's not going to happen. Anyway, we're going to take a small little break here, and we'll be right back. And when we return, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about Jeff Jarrett and his backstage role, and maybe an on-screen role in the future in the WWE. Well, we're going to sit back and find out. But right now, we're going to listen to some OC remixes. What song for that is, how about, let's see. What about a good, let's see. How about, let's see, what's a good music? Here we are. Mega Man X series, the Mega Man Rising. You can find out OCRemix.com. It's a great album. Go ahead and listen to it. We're going to listen to some good stuff here. Some music based on the X series of Mega Man games, which if you haven't played them, you should, because they're awesome. All right, and let's see. What would be a good one here? Let's look. Yes. How about Towering Revolution? The Boomer Karanger stage from Washu Doll. We'll be listening to that. We'll be right back right after this. This is the Dukect Lounge live on TalkShoe.com. Right back right after this. And remember, you can call into the show at 724-4444. 7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. You can talk to me live here on TalkShoe.com. Also, there's a chat room unlocked and everything else. So we'll be right back right after this, and we will be listening. You'll be listening to the dulcet tones of Towering Revolution from Washu Doll from Mega Man X Maverick Rising. And from the CD, that is from the OC Remix.com. Go and check them out because this is a great CD. And we'll be right back right after this. This is the Dukect Lounge live on TalkShoe.com. Back here live on TalkShoe.com. And if you're not listening to me live, how dare you? The Dukect Lounge is on YouTube.com/Dukect. You can also find it on BitChute.com, and also you can find it on Freaking Awesome Network and on FreakingAwesomeNetwork.com. The Fan. Thank you so much for putting my crazy content out there. Also, you can find my stuff on ManicExpression.com. So, let's get into the other stuff here. Jeff Jarrett, who is going to the WWE Hall of Fame. Let's see. But a lot of people... a lot of people will say, this guy is well deserved. And going to WWE, going to Hall of Fame. And it's something that a lot of people, it's something, it's something I can't, a lot of people are surprised about that. Hey, you know what? You say, does he deserve? You know what? Thanks to this run of WWE alone, he should take consideration. But the WCW run, he's the former world champion. All this other stuff, everything he has done a lot of good stuff, regardless of his regardless of what happened in Impact Wrestling, TNA, or everything else. He had not only started one promotion but multiple promotions, and one of them is still around today. Impact Wrestling is still kicking. I don't know how, but it's still there. I have no idea how this company is still existing anymore. After all the talent just went to WWE. Jeez Louise, what is going on with WWE? I don't know. And it's interesting. But it's going to be an interesting thing. And not only that, but rumor has it that Jeff Jarrett might be doing some interesting stuff behind the scenes of WWE. Which, honestly, heck, he does have experience working wrestling promotions. He does have that type of stuff. So he would be, I would not be surprised if he does get that type of push to go into it. I would not be surprised if WWE, gives him some things to do. Now, personally, I don't know what it could be called for booking. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It'd be a very interesting. People don't like Road Dogg. Imagine what Jeff Jarrett would do if he was on Smackdown. It would not be a fun thing. It would not be. I don't think a lot of people would be happy. They'd be begging for Road Dogg back. I don't know. But we on SmackDown. And, everything else, Jeff Jarrett. I wonder if Jarrett would make a good on-screen authority figure. He has experience of that as well. I think, could he do it? Hey, Daniel Bryan is looking like he might be leaving. By the way, Stripes is on TV, man. Stripes is on television right now. And I'm thinking about watching that right now. But goddamn, I gotta do the show. The show is on. The show must go on. The show must go on. Yeah, by the way, The Stripes is the Bill Murray movie. Already stars on, of course, doing a whole rack of Bill Murray movies. See, I'll just make sure. I want to make sure Bill Murray is still around. He's still here. Thank goodness. Yeah, he's still here, which is awesome. Whew. We're just doing some random, thing here. But yeah, gosh, you can't do this nowadays because, man, he's just, because, the grittiness of New York and all that good stuff, you can't do these Stripes, today. It's too, the comedy would be just way out of stuff. I don't know. But anyway, back to the point. I think it would be something really interesting if he was going to be an authority figure. Daniel Bryan is looking like to be leaving WWE soon, and if Jeff Jarrett was going to be there, and he does have mic skills, could he do it? I don't know. It would be an interesting thing if Jeff Jarrett was going to do it. If Jeff Jarrett was going to be just to be a SmackDown on-air talent, it would be an interesting type of change. Jeff Jarrett, being a former world champion, has that credibility, can play a good face, but also a really dastardly, corrupt commissioner. Corrupt, commissioner, general manager. I don't know what they have. It's reverse. I don't know. It would be interesting to have, it would be interesting, as Daniel Bryan might be going back to Indies. I don't know where he's going to go. If he might still WWE, he might stay. I don't know. But if Jeff Jarrett does, I think it'd be interesting to have him. And he's still relatively healthy, so I think he can still go. Hopefully he's kicked off his alcohol habit. Hopefully he's in a better place than he was last year. I hope that he's continuing to be clean, and hopefully he is not doing things overwork. And that's why I don't see him being anywhere near on-air stuff. I think he's still going through rehab. I think he's going to go through rehab. I think he's going to slowly keep going, getting better. So I think he needs to continue to be on that path. And maybe in a year or two, he might get some more responsibilities and such. On-air stuff, maybe. So he won't be having that much stress and pressure on himself. So yeah, I think that he will take a couple. I think, give him hopefully some time to heal. But it would be an interesting type of thing. Jeff Jarrett being the new being the new GM for SmackDown. Raw, I don't know. It'd be interesting, really interesting to have that. Hell, maybe he takes Stephanie's place of being, get rid of the authority forever, have Stephanie gone, and have Jeff Jarrett as Kurt Angle's new boss. Oh, the awkwardness. Oh, Lord, the awkwardness. Ooh, that will be so much fun. But that's just, behind the scenes stuff, and fans don't care about that. But, hey, if he is going to do it, I think Jarrett, give him, put him on SmackDown, put him on separate shows. I hope that Jeff Jarrett, and just have him and Kurt go on. Like, he goes in one room, and Jeff Jarrett goes the other. And that's the best place to do it. Personally, that's it. Anyway, that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed it. I will continue to do this next week, as we will have hopefully last week's. I will hopefully have that done next week. I keep saying that next week. I'm writing the script. I'm pretty much rewriting and make sure everything is good. Then we're gonna do some filming. Hopefully this week. I guess gotta wait till some stuff comes in the mail. Then I'm gonna do some filming. Then we're gonna go and actually just do the whole dang show, and then we get the next stuff. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really awesome, and y'all gonna love it, as most of y'all already do. Anyway, it's Dukect here. Peace, love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.